Hello everyone and welcome to Morning Math Science. This is week 4. I hope your summer is getting off to a great start. We're really starting to get into the heat of things. Quite literally, it's getting awfully hot over here in Texas. Most of you, I'm assuming, are from Texas, but if you're somewhere else on vacation or staying with family, it's very warm over here and you're not missing much. So today is going to be solar sensations. We're going to be talking about the sun and the UV rays that are beneficial and can also harm us if we have too much of them. So we're going to be using tools to indicate since we can't actually see the UV rays, we're going to see the reaction and the results of the UV rays. So this first project is going to be that we're going to protect the animal from the sun, and we're going to use this, we're going to do this by using UV activated beads. So these beads you can buy on Amazon, and whenever they come in, they're going to look white. They're already starting to change color. They're going to look white in color, and then as they get exposed to the sun, I'm going to put them in the sun for a moment, they're going to get dark and colorful. So we're going to use these beads to make an ant. So I went ahead and made a snake. This is my little snake. And in real life, in the wild, snakes need the sun to survive because they're full-blooded. And they're going to use the sun to warm up their bodies so that they can move and have energy to hunt prey. So our snake here, we're going to pretend that he's had a little too much sun. And we're going to be able to tell that by putting him in the sun for a moment and letting his beads turn color. So there he is. His beads are all nice and colorful. And so we need to build him a little shelter, or find him a little shelter. In the wild, they might find a little cave, hide under a rock, hide under some leaves to get away from the sun and the heat. So we're going to use some recycled materials to build that shelter. So the first thing we're going to try is this cup. We're going to see if we put our snake underneath this cup, if he can stay safe from the sun. So here he is. He's nice and colorful right now. We want him to go clear because that will indicate to us that he is out of the sun. So we're going to roll him up. Okay, we're going to put him under the sun and under the cup, and let's see what happens. So they're going down a little bit. The color is going down a little bit, but it's not quite clear yet. So that indicates to us that the UV rays are definitely still hitting our snake. He's getting out of the sun a little bit, and the UV rays are being blocked by this cup, but not completely. So we're still going a little clear, but we're not quite there yet. So let's try to find a better shelter. So what if we used some leaves as our shelter? So let's get him back in the sun so we know if it works or not. Get him nice and brightened up. Try over here. Alright, and now we're going to put some leaves above him. So let's put some leaves above him and see how that protects him from the sun. So it seems to be working a little bit. I think we would need a lot more leaves and a lot more coverage. But again, it seems to be blocking out a little bit of the UV rays, but not completely. So let's try building a pretend cave or a little shack for our snake. So we're going to use this material. We get this with our apples for lunch, which we serve every single day at noon, Tuesday through Friday. So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday we do not serve lunch. But Tuesday through Friday we do at 12 p.m. So we use this for our apples. So we're going to use this apple carton and these 2 cups to hold it up and make a little shack. And this shack we're going to pretend is like a cave. So we want to make sure we're in the sun and not in the shade. And we're going to make 1 cup, 2 cup, and then we're going to put this on top to make a little shack. And in the wild, this might be a cave or a dark hole. Let's see if we can get to balance. Got to use your STEM skills, STEM building skills. Okay, so we made our little cave. So I'm going to put him in the sun for a moment. He's in the sun, he's hanging out. It's nice and bright outside. Alright, so he's had too much sun, so he's gonna slither on underneath this shack, this full coverage shack. And he's already getting much lighter. So if we look really closely, which I know you can't see on camera, but if you come in person you will see this, or do it at home, is that he's getting really, really clear, which means the UV rays are almost non-existent. But since it is open a little bit, it's still going to be, you know, the rays are still going to find a way in because they're really good at that. So what if we made this a dark hole, or at the back of a very dark cave where no sun can touch it? So let's put him in the sun, just so he gets back to that sun-filled state. And now he's going to slither into that dark cave. We're going to cover him up nice and easy. We're going to let him take a rest. And look at that, he is almost completely clear. Now the sun's coming back, so he's starting to get a little pink, but that is how we protect an animal from the sun, and that is how animals get out of the sun. And we use UV beads to do a really cool science reaction to be able to tell if the sun is existing or not, because otherwise we wouldn't know, since we can't see the UV rays. So our next project is going to be solar paper, which again, this is something else you can get on Amazon. It's going to look like this, nature print paper. And we're going to open it up, and it's really important that we do this in a very shady location, or even indoors before we head outside, because the sun print is going to happen really quickly, almost in about 2 minutes. So we're going to open up our sun print paper, and our paper is going to be in this black bag so that the sun cannot get it, no light can get to it. Our solar paper, and we're going to sun print this really pretty leaf. We're going to go to a really bright sunny place, but first we need to place it on, so when we're ready we can put it directly in the sun and then wait. So we're going to open this up, and we're only going to pull one out. If we pull more than one out, and it's possible that we will dye all of them, and then we won't be able to use them. So we're going to pull one out. It's going to look blue and white, and then we're going to close those back up. And then we're going to look at the instructions. So it says, select flat objects, remove a sheet of paper, place object on the paper. It's going to be blue side up. So you want the blue on the top, the other side is white. Blue side up. And we're going to expose the paper to the sun until the blue paper turns a very pale blue. It's going to be about 2 minutes, and then we're going to move it. We don't want to overexpose. After removing the paper, we're going to dip it in water, and then our result will be seen very clearly. So let's head on over. So we're going to wait until it's a very light pale, about 2 minutes, and then we're going to take it inside and dunk it in some water. So I hope you guys enjoyed Morning Mad Science this week. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. My email address is in your science journals. If you don't have a science journal, you can find that online on our website. Hopefully we'll see you at lunch. It's at noon from Tuesday through Friday, and we're passing out free meals and also breakfast for the next day. We'll see you guys next time for dry ice bubbles and awesome catalysts. Bye bye.